Hey everyone, welcome back to Learning English is Easy. My name is Tom.
And I'm Anna. We are so happy you're here with us today. If you want to learn English in a fun and easy way, you are in the right place.
Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. It helps us a lot, and it helps you keep learning English every week.
Yes, subscribe, like, and share. You don't want to miss the next episodes. Now, today we have a really fun topic. Today we talk about daily routines in the morning and at night, and how to speak about your day in simple English.
We will follow two people, Tom and Anna. Yes, that's us. We will show you our typical day. You can listen, relax, and learn many useful words and expressions for your own daily routine.
So let's imagine a normal weekday, not the weekend. A day when we work, study, and do normal things. Let's start with the morning. Morning is from about 5 a.m. to 11:59 a.m.
My morning starts early. I am not a morning person, but I try, so my alarm rings at 6:30 a.m. Sometimes I wake up. Sometimes I press snooze 3 times.
For me, the alarm rings at 7:30 a.m. I always think, no, 5 more minutes, please. But 5 minutes becomes 15 minutes, and then I am late.
So first, listen to my routine from 6:30 a.m. Then we listen to Anna's. Try to imagine everything like a little movie in your head. You don't need to repeat. Just listen and enjoy.
Okay, Tom, you start. What do you do in the morning, step by step?
At 6:30 a.m., my alarm goes off. I open my eyes and I feel confused. Where am I? Who am I? Why is it morning?
Very deep questions for 6:30 a.m.
I take my phone, I stop the alarm, and I usually check my messages. I know, it's not very healthy, but I do it. I look at the time, I think, I should get up now. Then I do not get up.
This sounds very familiar.
At about 6:40 a.m., I finally get up. I sit on the edge of the bed for 1 minute. I stretch my arms and my back. Then I walk to the bathroom.
What do you do in the bathroom?
In the bathroom, first I look at myself in the mirror. Big mistake. My hair is crazy, my face is sleepy. I brush my teeth, I wash my face with cold water, and I feel a little more alive. Sometimes I take a quick shower in the morning, but usually I shower at night.
So, your typical morning bathroom routine is? Wake up, go to the bathroom, look in the mirror, brush your teeth, wash your face, maybe shower.
Exactly. After that, at about 6:55 a.m., I go to the kitchen. I make coffee. Coffee is very important. Without coffee, I am not friendly.
I can confirm this.
I boil water, I put coffee in the cup, I pour the hot water, and I wait. While I wait, I open the window and I look outside. I like to see the sky in the morning, even if it's gray.
Do you eat breakfast too?
Yes, for breakfast, I usually have toast with butter and jam, or sometimes eggs. When I feel healthy, I eat yogurt with fruit. When I feel lazy, I just drink more coffee.
So your breakfast is simple, but it gives you energy.
Yes. While I eat breakfast, I listen to music or a podcast in English. It helps me practice listening. Sometimes I read the news on my phone. At about 7:20 a.m., I finish breakfast.
Then what happens?
Then I go back to my room and I get dressed. I choose my clothes for the day. Shirt, pants, socks, maybe a sweater, depending on the weather. I check the weather on my phone. If it's cold, I take a jacket. If it's hot, I wear something light.
Do you make your bed?
Yes, I try to make my bed every morning. It takes 1 minute, and it makes my room look more organized. After I get dressed and make my bed, I pack my bag. I put my laptop in my bag, my notebook, a pen, my keys, and my wallet.
Very responsible.
At around 7:45 a.m., I put on my shoes, I check if I have everything, and I leave the house. Sometimes I forget my phone and I have to go back.
Classic. So that's your morning routine. Wake up, bathroom, breakfast, get dressed, prepare your bag, leave the house.
Exactly. Very simple, but these are useful words you can use to talk about your own morning.
Now I'll talk about my morning routine. My routine is a little different from Tom's. My alarm rings at 7:30 a.m. I usually wake up at 7:40 a.m. because I always press snooze one time.
Only one time? Impressive.
Yes, usually. I wake up, I stretch in bed, and I check my phone. I don't read the news. I look at funny videos. It's a dangerous habit because I can stay in bed for 20 minutes doing nothing.
Very dangerous.
At about 7:50 a.m., I sit up and get out of bed. I go to the bathroom and I brush my teeth. Then I take a shower. A hot shower helps me wake up. After my shower, I dry my hair and I put on a little makeup.
So your bathroom routine is a bit longer?
Yes, I like to feel ready. After that, at around 8:15 a.m., I go to the kitchen and I make breakfast. I always have breakfast. If I don't eat breakfast, I am hungry and angry.
Hungry plus angry. That's dangerous too.
For breakfast, I usually have cereal with milk or toast with avocado. Sometimes I drink orange juice or tea. I don't drink coffee every day, only when I am very tired.
What do you do while you eat?
I like to listen to music and check my schedule for the day. I look at my calendar and I see my meetings, classes, or other plans. I eat, I think, I plan the day. When I finish breakfast, it's usually 8:35 a.m.
Then you get dressed?
Yes, I choose my clothes. I like to be comfortable but also look okay for work. I brush my hair, I put on my shoes, and I prepare my bag. I put my laptop, water bottle, notebook, pens, and sometimes a small snack.
Do you make your bed in the morning?
To be honest, not always. Sometimes I am on time and I make my bed. Sometimes I am late and I say, I will do it tonight. Spoiler, I don't do it tonight.
I understand you.
At about 8:50 a.m., I am ready to go. I take my keys, my phone, my headphones, and I leave the apartment. On my way out, I often think, did I turn off the lights? Did I close the window? So I go back and check.
So your morning is wake up, shower, breakfast, plan the day, get dressed, prepare your bag, leave the house.
Yes, it's similar to Tom's, but with a longer shower and more avocado.
Now let's talk about the middle of the day. From about 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., most people work or study. We will not describe every minute, but we will talk about some useful expressions.
During the day, I usually work at my computer. I answer emails, I have online meetings, I prepare lessons, I create content. I often say, I start work at 9 a.m. and finish at 5 p.m.
I also work at my computer. I write, I edit audio and video, I check comments, I prepare new episodes. I take a short break every hour to move and rest my eyes.
During the day, we often use these verbs: start work, finish work, have a break, have lunch, check emails, answer messages, go to a meeting, call someone, study, read, write, listen.
At around 1 p.m., I usually have lunch. Sometimes I eat at home, sometimes I eat outside with colleagues or friends. I like pasta or a sandwich for lunch.
For my lunch, I try to eat something with vegetables, a salad, some rice with vegetables, or soup. Sometimes I eat fast food, but not every day.
During lunch, we relax a little. We talk to people, we check our phones, or we just enjoy the food. After lunch, we go back to work or study until late afternoon.
At around 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., many people finish work or classes. Then the evening starts. Evening is usually from about 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. After that, it's night.
So let's talk about our evening routines now. What do we do when the workday is over? I finish work at about 5:30 p.m. I close my laptop, I clean my desk, and I leave work.
Do you go straight home?
Not always. 2 or 3 times a week I go to the gym after work. I arrive at the gym at about 6 p.m. I change my clothes, I exercise for about 1 hour, and then I go home.
And on the other days?
On the other days, I go directly home. I get home at around 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. When I enter the apartment, I take off my shoes, I say hello to my plants, and I put down my bag.
You say hello to your plants?
Of course. They are very good listeners. After that, I usually have a small snack or drink some water. Then I relax for a few minutes. I sit on the sofa and I just do nothing.
What is your typical evening like?
At about 7 p.m., I start to prepare dinner. Sometimes I cook pasta, rice, chicken, or vegetables. Sometimes I heat something in the microwave. One day, I tried to cook something very difficult, and now my kitchen still remembers the trauma.
At least your plants survived.
While I cook, I often listen to music or to a podcast in another language. I like to practice languages while I do simple tasks. I eat dinner around 7:30 p.m. Sometimes I watch a TV show while I eat, but I try to focus on the food.
After dinner?
After dinner, I wash the dishes and clean the kitchen. If I don't clean the kitchen in the evening, I hate myself in the morning. After that, I usually relax. I might watch a series, a movie, or some videos on YouTube. Sometimes I call my family or friends to talk about our day.
What time do you usually stop looking at screens?
I try to stop around 10 p.m. It's not always easy. After 10 p.m., I like to read a book or listen to some calm music. At around 10:30 p.m. or 11 p.m., I prepare for bed. I brush my teeth again, wash my face, and change into pajamas.
Do you have a bedtime routine?
Yes. I like to write a few lines in a notebook. I write what I did that day and maybe 3 things I am grateful for. Then I set my alarm for the next morning, put my phone on silent, and go to bed. I usually fall asleep around 11:30 p.m.
Very nice. Now I'll explain my evening routine. I usually finish work at around 6 p.m. Sometimes I work from home, sometimes from an office or a cafe. When I finish, I close my laptop and I try to really stop working.
That's important.
I often go for a short walk outside before I go home. I like to move my body and get some fresh air. It helps me change from work mode to home mode. I get home at about 6:30 p.m. or 7 p.m.
What is the first thing you do when you get home?
I put down my bag, I take off my shoes, and I change into comfortable clothes. I love comfortable clothes at home. Then I drink a glass of water and maybe have a small snack, like fruit or nuts.
When do you have dinner?
I usually start making dinner around 7:30 p.m. Sometimes I cook with a friend, sometimes I cook alone. I like to make simple things. Stir-fry vegetables, pasta, or a big salad. I sometimes listen to an English podcast while I cook to practice listening.
Good strategy.
I eat dinner at about 8 p.m. I sit at the table and I try to enjoy the food. Sometimes I watch a show, but not always. After dinner, I clean the table and wash the dishes. I don't like to wake up to a messy kitchen.
Me too.
After dinner is my favorite time. It's usually between 8:30 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. I call this my me time. I do different things on different days. Sometimes I read a book. Sometimes I watch a series in English with subtitles. Sometimes I chat with friends online or call my family.
Do you do any hobbies in the evening?
Yes, I like to draw and to do yoga. So 2 or 3 evenings a week, I do a short yoga session in my living room. It helps me relax. Other evenings I draw or I write in my journal.
Nice.
At around 10:30 p.m., I start getting ready for bed. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and put on pajamas. I check my schedule for the next day to know what time I need to wake up. Then I set my alarm.
When do you usually go to sleep?
I usually go to sleep around 11 p.m. Before I sleep, I like to think of something good that happened during the day, even if it was a small thing. It helps me feel calm and positive. Then I turn off the lights and I sleep.
So we talked about our morning routines, our day, and our evening and night routines. Now let's help you talk about your own routine.
We will give you some simple sentence patterns you can use. Just listen and think about how you can use them with your own life.
To talk about your morning, you can say things like,
To talk about your day, you can say,
to talk about your evening, you can say,
and to talk about habits, you can use.
these small words are very important. They show how often you do something.
So now, think about your own daily routine. How does your day look? Maybe it's similar to ours, maybe it's very different. That's okay. The important thing is that you can describe it in simple English.
You can start with this structure.
For example,
You can change the details to make it true for you. This is a great way to practice speaking or writing in English. You can record yourself talking about your day, or you can write it in a notebook.
and you also learned many useful words and phrases today. Wake up, get up, brush your teeth, wash your face, take a shower, get dressed, have breakfast, have lunch, have dinner, leave the house, finish work, get home, do the dishes, go to bed, fall asleep.
You also learned how to talk about time. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night, at 7 a.m., at 8 p.m.
You can come back to this episode many times, listen again, and every time you will understand a little more.
And remember, learning English is easier when you enjoy it and when you connect it to your real life. Your daily routine is a perfect topic to practice.
Before we finish, if you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with your friends who want to learn English too. Your support helps us create more fun lessons for you.
Yes, subscribe, like, and share. And also tell us about your daily routine in the comments. We really want to know. What time do you usually wake up? Are you a morning person or a night person?
Thank you for spending this time with us today. You did a great job listening and learning.
Keep going, keep practicing a little every day, and you will see big progress.
This was Learning English is Easy. See you in the next episode.
Bye for now.
Bye.